Well, hello everyone. How's it going? Welcome to back to courtroom, back to the court. And oh my god, maybe you've already heard my voice. I'm losing my upper register. Oh my lord. I'm drinking some honey, lemon and ginger. And I shall be okay. I'm just needing to I'm going to do maybe I should deactivate our maybe no Arnold and no singing today. But I wanted to do a little bit more streaming because I wanted to keep up the momentum with Great Ace Attorney and continue on this journey. Hold on, let me just wait. Where do I do this? Maybe we do I do this or can you do this, LC? Where do I do stuff? I don't know. Is it under contents or viewer rewards? Or have you already done it? Tis done. Tis done. There you go. You are much quicker than me. How are you all doing today, everyone? Are you having a good day? Thanks to everyone who joined yesterday. Oh, you Poggy Pocket! Thank you for the gift subs. So much appreciated, as always. You are just wonderful. I cannot believe we're still here. After it's been nearly like a year or something. Look, the screen is just filling up like crazy. Oh, LC, thank you so much. Twitch is a little early, but yeah, 1 year. That's insane. Well, what's kind of weird is that I'm still not through the first game I started. I started with Great Ace Attorney. How many hours? Oh, it's getting there. My Twitch anniversary will be, I think, 31st October, won't it? So we're really getting there, getting very close. I even was doing a little bit of nebulizing earlier just to make sure my voice is all right. Oh, Nokidemo, thank you for the bits. I appreciate that. You're gonna be lurking and listening to my beautiful voice. My voice that's a little bit more raspy today. So maybe there's not gonna be two crazy voices and just the joy of the game and exploring the game. I just realized Mark and I start TGA around on the same time, but you finish the games way quicker. I think that's not very difficult. I don't know if it ever took me like a year to play through a whole game, but I'm still impressed by my commitment to it. LC, I don't know if I screamed too hard at Creepy Planets. To be honest, it was actually probably a voiceover on Friday that did it. That was very very shouty, and maybe I pushed a little bit too hard on that one. Yesterday I was still feeling all right. But I think maybe the combination of the voiceover on Friday and then yesterday, it added up a little bit. I don't think I shouted quite as crazy yesterday as I did on Friday. Otherwise, the neighbors might have been like, what is going on? To be fair, TGAA is technically 2 games, so you finished it. You are correct. You are correct. I have at least finished 1. That's very true. But how is everyone doing? Let me check who's in chat today. EP Mizuena, what's going on? Very Weird Creature, AIM, Nokidemo, of course, and Marizien, LC, Shadow Guy Star, what's going on? Barock's Footstool, Eminem, Lamina Rena, Lisa Tatara, Perry Go Away, Magenteski 234, Poggy Pocket, AKG Filming. What are you filming, AKG? Are you filming something? Ella Patella, and Fire of Resolve, and Bloblaponge. Bloblaponge. What's going on? Scribblenator, hello, how are ya? Who else is there? Arkamifloss, how are you? And Liz Not Fox, what's going on? Caro, Cherry Mayo, how are you all? Glad to catch this one. Been busy moving to a new apartment. Well, that's exciting. I might have to do that at some point in the next year or something. Let's see. Our house is being sold and people keep looking at it, but I think selling houses, I guess, takes some time. So I'm hoping that we still have some time before we have to move. Move somewhere where I can get... Oh, I would love a puppy. But how am I going to take care of a puppy? It's difficult. It's difficult to have the time and the energy and the commitment. And because I can't just get a puppy and let it sit, you know? I need to take care of it. And I don't know if I'm there yet to in my life to have the time commitment for that. Get a tiny one you can shove in your pocket. Oh my god, don't make me cry, Elsie. I would love that. Just a tiny... Just like this. Just like a little summon. Oh, I can't do my upper registers now. I can't do it. I can't do it. A kitty cat. Maybe I will get a kitty cat because that's a little bit easier to take care of, isn't it? Like cats can be left alone for longer than dogs, I'm guessing, right? Get a houseplant. Well, you say that. I do have a houseplant, and I often forget to water them, so... You know, I need a pet to meow or bark at me to remind me that, oh, okay, yeah, you want food. You want food. And hello, Marshall K, by the way. How are you? Robin the Red Fox. You would say 120 hours have been spent on this series, and that is a low estimate. Well, I could have a quick look. How many hours have I had? I have 192.5 hours on Great Ace Attorney. However, I think I had like 40 or 50 hours on it before I started streaming. So I guess about 140 to 150 hours we've had. Well, what's up, Peachy BG? How are you doing? And thank you for subbing. I appreciate that. And Choo Choo, I've got a new emote. Do you get a new emote every time you get a hype train? Is that... I've been doing this for a year, but I guess I still don't quite know what I'm doing. But that's okay. That's okay. Become a plant father. Buy succulents. They are low maintenance. Well, I have... Hold on. Let me see how the plant is doing that I'm... my chair. My chair won't move. Hold on. I've got one plant. It's still alive. Oh, you can't see it because it's green screened. It looks like it's slowly fading away because of green screen. But it is kind of alive. I think it's doing okay. It's a ghost plant. Ooh, ooh. Wait, but you... This is weird, isn't it? It's still alive. Shows invisible plant. Exactly. So I don't know if I can be trusted. I don't know if I can be trusted with the plants. What's going on, Ayot? How are you? I apologize, everyone, for my rough-sounding voice. It will be a little bit more of a quiet one today. Maybe I will up the thinking here. But the thing is, you know, you should also not, when you have a rough voice, you shouldn't like whisper something because that can actually make it worse. But so like you can speak quietly, but you know, still what they call on voice. This is not on voice. This is on voice. You know, still on voice and voiced, but quieter. It'll be a quieter Mark today. Hey, Ogrimar45678. How are you doing? And Spaghetti Plays Guitar, how are you? Good morning. Oh, yes, different time zones. I didn't mean to sound so disdainful in my face. I was just like, what? But it's nearly 5 o'clock in the evening. Numaya 3 Num Air. Is this the Ryunosuke Naruhodo? This is me. Although it might be difficult to tell right now because I'm a bit hoarse, but it is me. I am the voice actor who voiced the English Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I might add, because obviously there's also a Japanese voice actor. What's his name, actually? I would love to meet him one day. What's his name? Ryunosuke voice actor TGAA. What's his name? Japanese. Hold on. Google, don't let me down. Some of you probably know this, don't you? Hiro Shimono. Shimono Hiro. Maybe one day I will meet him. Who knows? Maybe put it out in the ether. Hey, Hiro-san. One day we shall meet. Nice to meet you too, Numer 3. You'll have an absolute blast with this game. Well, tell you what, I'm almost through with this game. I've been playing it for like a year. I'm in the final case, actually, the final case of the second game. So I have been having a blast. And it's been great. It's been great. I'm really loving it. And I shall. Some people have asked here and there if I'm going to play the other Ace Attorney games, and I intend to. I think I may do a brief interlude in which I will play. And I've been planning this for a long time, but I've never gotten to it. Play a game called Videoverse, which is also coming out, I think, on console next month. And I voiced the main character in that, and it's an indie game, so nice to like support some indie games, you know. And I think maybe it's sort of people who like Ace Attorney might be liking this game as well. So I thought I'll try that out, but I think that's a lot shorter, so it won't take me a year. I think, you know. So we do a couple of streams of that, and then maybe I'll jump into Ace Attorney 1. I think is the plan. Plus, for those of you who were there yesterday, I was streaming with my good friend Sai, and we started playing a game called Outer Wilds, which is absolutely wild. Sai and I have been, playing puzzle games for a few months now. And we've been enjoying it so much that we said, like, hey, let's stream it. Sai is awesome, isn't he? And yeah, we've been having a great time. We streamed, I think, for like 5 hours yesterday or something, and it's a wild game, Outer Wilds. I think like really for me, it seemed like the description I made was like the story is like a very hazy painting or something, and or maybe like it is actually very much like a puzzle. Like when you make a puzzle, like in the beginning you just have like thousands, like a 10,000 piece puzzle or something, and you just sort of in the beginning you're just putting in the corners maybe, and you still have no. It's like making a puzzle, but you don't actually have the picture on the box. That's what it's like, Outer Wilds. So you don't have the picture on the box. You have no idea what the picture is you're trying to make, and you're just starting with the corners. And then you just kind of like trying to find pieces that sort of fit together out of like 10,000 pieces or something. And then you just sort of like going like, okay, I guess this is sort of here together. Let's just try this and try that or something. And it's like actually super confusing. but I'm actually very intrigued by the story and where it goes. So we've been usually playing like Fridays or Saturdays. So let's see if we can keep that schedule up. But if some of you want to join for that one as well, please feel free. And then I still intend to play through Silksong at some point. I might do a little bit of off-streaming gaming and then come in and do some boss fights on stream or something like that. Let's see. But that's a little bit of the plan. I've been enjoying. As I come to my streamiversary in a couple of weeks, I think, I always was like, I'll start this new thing and just see how it goes. I'm really enjoying it. So I think I'm gonna continue doing this thing that, a couple of years ago I didn't even realize is a thing. Interacting with beautiful people like yourselves online and playing a game and having a chat and just having sort of fun old time. Also, speaking of which, tomorrow's Unnecessary Feelings Day. Mark does not know what this means. What is Unnecessary Feelings Day? I have no idea. Is that an Ace Attorney thing, I guess? Anyway, let's get going and get in the game while we still have some explosions on screen. And for those who haven't seen that this was sent to me by a fan. I have a fan sent to me by a fan. Isn't that beautiful? That's my name, in case I forget. In case I forget. I It's okay, Mark. I also do not know what this means. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'll see later. Is that what's happening later? Later. What, will it be mentioned in this stream? Whoa. Predictions. Fancy it is indeed. And, you know, Kazuma is still down here somewhere in gay baby jail. He's like, please let me in. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if we want to. We'll figure it out together. Because we're all in this together. Oh, it's from Ace Attorney 1. Oh, what's up, K-Jags00? Oh, no. Later. Much later. Much later. It's about to be a year since I started streaming. No, it is. Yeah, last year on Halloween, I think I started. So, madness. All right, let's do it. What happened? Where were we? More of it already accepted mission. Oh, we were about to nail Jigoku, I have the feeling, right? I think that's what was going on. We are in the middle of nailing Jigoku. There was one other person in my cabin that night. He had the opportunity. And Morvi had already accepted the mission. Oh, okay, so he's trying to nail Kazuma. That was the cliffhanger. Ah, yes. See, I didn't even tell Sai that I always end on a cliffhanger. And he is, you know, he's my vibe, my kind of vibe. Because he suggested the same with Outer Wilds. Let's end on the cliffhanger, you know? That's just the way to do it. It's because we're both entertainers. We know what works. Alright, Kazuma. You. I never thought you'd stoop to this. Seishiro Jigoku. You've taken the words straight out of my mouth. Prosecutor Kazuma Asogi. You thought by leaving the body in my cabin you could pin the crime on me, did you? Well, the prosecution counsel has already admitted to visiting the witness's cabin on the night in question. Yes, on an assassination mission, no less. You wouldn't. So, what do you make of that, young stripling? You've heard my testimony now, and that's all I have to say on the matter. I'll admit to nothing more. I don't believe this. Counsel for the defense, what is your position now? The court awaits your response to the witness's assertion. The assertion that on the night in question, the victim's assailant was in fact Mr. Kazuma Asogi. This isn't the dead end it seems to be. The answer's right in front of me. It comes down to Jigoku or Kazuma. Both of them had the opportunity to kill Gregson, but only one of them did it. And I'm just a step away from proving who. Very well. The defense is ready to respond to the assertion put forward by Judge Jigoku. Let me just make a little adjustment here. Hold on a minute. Alright. No one got dropped. No one got dropped. They did it. Oh, I'm also gonna my seat a little bit. Alright. Okay, that's better. The idea that the victim's murder could have been... Oh, now the thing is like right in the... That's not great. Hold on, let's do it this way. Wait. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. The idea that the victim's murder could have been committed by prosecutor Asogi is victim's murder. Could it have been done? I have no idea. Where'd you locate stealing? Could it have been done? I guess it could have been. I mean, I'd like to think that Kazuma is not a murderer. All crew members. Well, what's up, the Scarecrow 65? Darcy on the case, you're late. Don't worry, I barely did anything, so it's fine. I am gonna save, probably. I mean, we did just save, literally, because we only just started, didn't we? But... don't you worry, all. Don't you worry. We basically just started, exactly, so it's all good. It's all good. Don't worry, y'all. I'm gonna say it's possible. I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. Well, it is possible, my lord. What? How could you? After everything I've done for you, I've always been so nice to you, Ryunosuke. I've never, like, you know, been mean to you whatsoever. Liar. Liar. Do you think I want to believe it? But the fact is, I can't say with complete certainty what actually happened. Because I wasn't there. Dum da dum 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 dum, spitting truth. You disappoint me. Ryunosuke. If I may, Mr. Naruhodo, I think perhaps that's why we form opinions based on evidence. Ah. Oh. Is that how it works? Ah, okay, maybe she is correct. Maybe that is how it works. And actually, we do have evidence that can settle this argument conclusively. My lord, the defense would like to... Ooh. Before you plow on, feigning ignorance of what just occurred, counsel, you must be penalized, ouch, for that short but embarrassing... Ah, you uttered a moment ago. I don't know what you mean. I think that was all very legit. Rules. Rules. I really thought I could just brush past it if I was quick enough. Getting a penalty for saying "ah," right? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I don't think that's fair. Never mind the penalty, Mr. Naruhodo. The truth is all that matters. It's fine. We still have one life left. We can do it. Judge Jigoku, let me remind you of something you said only a few minutes ago. You claimed that logical reasoning is the future of the judicial process. It is. No question. What's up, Auroras Borealis? And Streamed Sams, how are you? Nice to see you. Well, logical reasoning can prove something here. Namely, that it would have been impossible for Prosecutor Asogi to commit the crime, as I have known from the very start. You know, I've been very, very, like, consistent in everything that I've said so far. It's 9 in the morning and freezing, Streamed Sams. Oh yes, winter's coming, isn't it? For those of us on the northern hemisphere, that's just what's happening slowly. Although in London, it's still pretty reasonable. It's not crazy cold. What's the temperature right now? Hold on. Temperature right now is 15 degrees. In the next few days, it's gonna be like 16, 14, 15, 14. It's not like freezing. But anyway, Judge, what? The court will only accept an argument that is supported by compelling evidence. So present what you have, counsel. What proof is there that allegedly demonstrates the impossibility of Prosecutor Asogi's involvement? Okay, I'm gonna have to do some investigation here. Passport documents, Inspector Gregson's possession. Autopsy report. Oh, hello, Twi Fairy. How's it going? It's chilly here, but it was really hot yesterday. 70s versus 40s in Fahrenheit. What is it? 70 minus 32 is 38, and then a bit more than half. So that's still pretty warm, but 40s, yes, 40s is pretty cold, for sure. All right. Where is our evidence? The last will and testament of Genshin and Mr. Vigil claims disappeared after the convict's execution. That is about Kazuma. But I regret nothing. Inspector Gregson's metal traveling trunk. I mean, he had this thing in here. Oh, what's up, Jolene Core Music? How are you? Nice to have you here. Jolene is a composer that I've met at BAFTA a couple of weeks ago. Who's been working? Jolene, are you working? Was it a role playing? You working with a role playing company or something like that, aren't you? I think. If I'm not mistaken. But very nice to have you here. High Rollers D&D, that's the one. Which is pretty cool. I don't know if people know that. Do you all know High Rollers D&D? It is very cool indeed, isn't it? What evidence do we have? High Rollers. Let's look at that. Look at that, Jolene. You're famous. Happy to see me streaming. Oh, happy to have you here. My voice is a little rough. So I'm gonna have to take it a little bit easier than I normally do. Not quite going so crazy with all the voices. But what proof is there that allegedly demonstrates the impossibility? Hold on. We've got the sword. And the sword was missing a piece. And the missing piece is in here. Then we've got the police identification. Well, what was he doing? Photograph taken in the foyer. Oh, Jolene, thanks for the follow. We do da follow. Indeed. Appreciate it. God damn it. I don't know if A telegram from Inspector Osuna in Japan with details telling that he managed to locate by stealing it to Judge. You're coming in at a point where I'm like, normally I'm a total gamer and I know exactly what I'm doing. Whereas now I'm slightly lost. Small machine part that Mr. Sholmes found in Judge Shikoki's cabin. So it's not that. What proof is there that legitimacy impossibility? All crew members are required to assemble on the main deck at 10 p.m. in order to review evacuation process. The drill will take 20 minutes. Crew to resume duties. Could it have something to do with that? No, I don't think so. The price. So this. I still don't quite understand how It's a tricky one. It requires me to remember something we learned last stream. So this thing, the tip missing from the sword. I still don't quite know how that happened. We learned last stream that he was in the suitcase. So he put the body in the suitcase, and the picture here had the suitcase in here. Does it have something to do with that? Oh look, he has a fan. We've got the suitcase here. Impossibility of Prosecutor Asogi's involvement. Well, where was he? Have you played, Jolene, have you played The Great Ace Attorney, by the way? Or is this not a game you're familiar with? Photographic print of the victim. His body appears to be tightly curled up and there's a red hairpiece on his head. Venus special each 100 freestanding notice board. It's got to be one of these last ones then, right? I have a feeling it's got to have something to do with the sword, with the trunk, or with the photo or something. What's going on? Olive Garden official? What? Official Olive Garden? Is that like the real Olive Garden restaurant chain? Is that just a fun name, or is that real? Because it does say TM like trademark. That can't be real. Is that a real? Hey, Olive Garden, are you real? Wait, what? It's not real. It's not real. Oh, I was just hoping for some like Olive Garden free breadsticks or something. It's okay though. Change your name, Mark Takeshi Ota, official TM. Don't trademark my name. That's not fair. Welcome to Olive Garden, the restaurant. See, there is, but I don't think there is I don't think there is any Olive Garden in the UK, is there? So I wouldn't even get anything for free, would I? But thanks for joining and saying hi, Olive Garden official TM. You sent breadsticks and soup in the mail. Oh no. Oh, don't trademark. Very good, Marizian. Very good. We love the puns. The Mark puns. Never ending. Okay, I have literally no clue. So I'm just gonna save again, and I think I'm gonna I don't know. I literally have no clue in this one. Could it be the trunk?
Take that!
No, it's not the trunk. You're making the evidence weep here, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Sorry? Every piece of evidence has a role to play in arriving at the truth. They are not playthings you can toss around the courtroom for entertainment. Okay. We've wasted enough time. So, now Baroque has to go to jail. Clear to me that any further discussion of this case will be fruitless. Baroque Van Zieks, I would like to think that, however misguided, you acted out of a sense of justice nonetheless, though it pains me to have reached this conclusion. No, wait, my lord, I'm totally protesting. I don't want Baroque to go to jail. I'm so sad. Boo. 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 Poor Baroque. Oh no. I'm so upset. In accordance with the findings of this court, I hereby pronounce the defendant, Baroque Van Zieks, guilty. Oh no. No. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Boo. 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 No balloons. That concludes business. Court is adjourned. Okay. All right, thanks everyone. Barack is clearly guilty, so that's it. Oh, I don't know what happened. We're in a time loop. Oh no! Groundhog Day, we're doing it again. I feel bad for guessing, but I genuinely have no clue. Okay, how about this? Before I just start guessing, Clippy, can you give me just a slight hint? Somebody give me a really hinty hint. Some Clippy out there, give me a really hinty hint. That is so light that it won't be the reveal. But I'm not clever. Parry it. So who's got a very hinty hint? An innocent man is dead. I can't Clippy, I forgot. Somebody out there can Clippy me, right? Otherwise, I'm gonna have to guess. Maybe it's the sword. Do you remember what Kazuma said about when he left the ship? No, I have no memory. Can I scroll back far enough? No. When did he dropped something off. He went to... I do kind of remember, like, why did he went there and then he left again. But why did he leave? He just brought... Did he just bring Gregson there and then he left or something? But I forgot why he left. Could it be... hold on. Different... Oops. Wait, Fura saving us all? I don't even remember. Okay, hold on. So does it have to do maybe with the evacuation or something?
Take that!
No, it doesn't have to do. This itinerary for crew members of the SS Graz, my lord. This is conclusive proof. An itinerary? How does that prove anything? Oh, I guess it's true. Judge Jigoku. The moment you acknowledged that you found the victim's body in your cabin, this itinerary suddenly became much more significant. I don't know how, but it did. I mean, I do know how, obviously, because I'm a pro gamer and I'm an attorney at law. Why? On the night in question, as always, the crewman's sentry was on guard outside your cabin door. As long as he was there, nobody could have fired a shot inside the cabin. Absolutely, because it's inconceivable that the guard wouldn't have heard it and come to investigate. So that tells us that the crime must have taken place when the guard was elsewhere. And that narrows it down. Wait, what? So it tells us that the crime must have taken place when the guard was elsewhere. Okay. And that narrows it down to the 20 minutes just after 10 o'clock, as indicated on the itinerary. Yes, I see no flaw in your reasoning so far. But the crucial point is this. When the evacuation drill took place, the steamship had already put to sea from the port of Dunkirk. Now, clearly the murder could only have been committed by somebody who was aboard the vessel at the time. Damn, Ryunosuke really... Clever boy. But Prosecutor Asogi stated in yesterday's proceedings, I didn't come to Great Britain to take anyone's life. So I left Gregson and disembarked the ship. I spent that night at a boarding house in the town and returned to England the following morning. which I'm sure the court will agree is conclusive proof that Kazuma Asogi couldn't possibly have carried out the killing. But don't we need proof that he actually wasn't on the ship? Like, him just saying that isn't proof enough, is it? No, absolutely not. I don't accept that at all. What do you mean? The boy's just saying that to exonerate himself. We can't trust that he really disembarked the vessel. Obviously, after he left my cabin, he hid himself somewhere nearby on the ship. Just waiting. Waiting. Objection, he says. No, that's out of the question. Isn't it, Kazuma? See, I was on your side all along. As the defense rightly recalls, I disembarked the vessel and spent the night in a boarding house in Dunkirk. And as I said yesterday, I signed my name in the accommodations register book. Where? All extremely easy to verify and undeniable proof. Ha 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 ha. No, There's no escape this time. You can forget that you're a judge or a government minister. It's time you gave the court an honest answer as a common man. Grr! 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 You killed Inspector Tobias Gregson and transported his corpse back to Britain. Then you dumped the body in the room on Fresno Street and made it look as if the murder happened there. That's what really happened, isn't it? Seishiro Jigoku. He's not falling apart yet. I guess he still has something in there. Oh shit. Oh shit. Looking back now, my fate was decided that day. I was doomed already. Oh shit! Oh my god, he's gonna open up hell. It's over. It's over. My life is over. Holy shit. We've done it? Yo, Tiny Soda Can, thank you for the sub. Oh my god, we've done it? A British assassin to eliminate a professor in Japan. A Japanese assassin to eliminate a detective in Britain. Both assassins will use diplomatic immunity to evade conviction and return safely to their homelands. The assassin exchange request arrived from Britain about 1 year ago. Though it was hardly a request, it was a demand. And for that, you decided to recruit Mr. Asogi. But things didn't go according to plan. Your chosen assassin never made it to Britain. And you found yourself unable to dispatch a replacement. Because I was already on my way to Britain at that time in Kazuma's place. And that left me with only one option for carrying out my obligation. To eliminate the mark myself, personally. Of course, there was but a single opportunity for me to do that. The International Forensic Science Symposium, I presume? That's right. I decided it would be safest to carry out the plan before my arrival in Britain. So I enlisted the help of my British counterpart and made arrangements for a pretext that would take the inspector to Dunkirk. To lure the man in, he was given a sham mission by the Reaper. What? The Reaper? But there's only one person who could have done that. The mastermind of the entire operation. The Reaper himself. Huh? Which is what? Gregson? So, that means that the assassin exchange was... It was all planned by the Reaper. I'm not at liberty to say anything about my British counterpart. Oh, so there's still... We still need to find out who the Reaper is. Anyway, the inspector accepted the Reaper's mission and dutifully infiltrated my cabin on the steamship. But it was all a trap designed to lead him to France and his own death. So it is Gregson. Oh, how awful. It was past 9 o'clock when I returned from my cabin. To my cabin from the dining hall that evening. I didn't give him time to attack me. I choked him until he lost consciousness. Oh God, dark. Dark! But there was a guard just outside the door, so I left it at that for the time being. Even the slightest noise might have aroused suspicion. So I bided my time, waiting. What's up, Moondrop0919? He did break down. He broke the bloody thing. The stand, or whatever it's called. For the 20 minutes after 10 o'clock. I had intended to finish him by strangulation, but moments before I had the chance, he suddenly came round and went for me in a reckless move. I'd received the British issue gun 16 years earlier, being a member of the judiciary as a visiting student. I never imagined I'd have used it for something like that. So the revolver belongs to you, does it? Then the victim was killed inside your cabin on the SS Grouse, which begs the question of why you arranged for his body to be discovered in the room on Fresno Street. The young judicial assistant over there has already answered that question. There was no way I could take the body up on deck to throw it over the side. That's precisely where all the crewmen were gathered for the evacuation drill. So before the first-class cabin sentries returned, I took the corpse to the refrigeration room. How did he do that, though, man? Like, did he just put it in his suitcase? And then, on arriving in Dover, you concealed the body in your trunk in order to smuggle it past the border police. I knew I needed to take steps if the police were to be convinced when the body was found in London. In that case, you must have known. You must have had intimate details of Inspector Gregson's intended schedule. Yes. My British counterpart sent me everything I needed to know. The inspector was due at Fresno Street at 5 o'clock that afternoon in order to meet a man by the name of Huge Bone, from whom he would take back his police identification. I decided that man would be the perfect person to set up as the culprit. So I took a hackney carriage over there with the body still in my trunk. That must have been just after we took this photograph with you at the hotel then. Yes, I wasn't expecting a welcoming committee. I was more than a little nervous. I don't know if he seemed nervous. On Fresno Street, I spotted a young girl selling little firecrackers. Miss Venus, of course. I conceived of the candle trick there and then, so I donned a simple disguise and approached the girl to buy enough firecrackers to replicate a gunshot. What sort of disguise? For some reason, the inspector had a bright red hairpiece in his own traveling case. So I put that on, although I suspect I drew more attention to myself in that than I would have otherwise. The happies we found at the scene. The inspector had it ready for the Red-Headed League investigation. I only arrived at the room at around 5:15. So I quickly placed the body on the floor, moved the notice board, and set up my little candle trick. I arranged it so the firecrackers would go off with a bang around 15 minutes later. So that Mr. Bone, who was due to arrive at 5, would walk straight into a trap. Except, at the last moment, I made a careless blunder. What was that? I imagine it was the bag of fish and chips. What? I didn't notice that it had fallen out of his overcoat pocket when I moved the body to the refrigeration room. I put it back into his pocket the following morning, but... well, it seems the warmth of the heated cabin had accelerated the decay of the fish. Anyway, that's everything. All the sordid details of what I did. Wow. Shame on you, Jigoku. Shame on you. We still need to find out who the Reaper is. I've heard enough. We've arrived at the truth about the murder of one of the country's most capable and respected police inspectors. The witness will be tried in the coming days. Oh, the witness will be tried in the coming days for a crime of such a vile nature. You can expect the most severe penalty. An exchange of assassins. What a foolhardy idea. Mr. Jigoku. One last detail. Who was your counterpart in Britain? Who was the mastermind behind the assassin exchange? Come on, just tell us. No need to hide it still. Just tell us, you bastard. Nothing you say now can make matters any worse for you. Just tell us. Strongheart. It's Strongheart. Enough. I've already told you that I cannot say. Even though, as things stand, you may very well never set foot in your homeland again. Come on, just tell us. Just tell us. What are you waiting for? Can't we get this over with now? It's finished. All of it. I'm finished. Then, in the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I now pronounce the findings of this court. This man before us has admitted to the willful murder of Tobias Gregson. Wait, what? But this is the... Wait, what are you doing? We're still in the... But we're in the... This case is about Barack. We have to do that one first. You can't just skip a whole thing and what? Do you not understand how this works, Strongheart? It doesn't make any sense. Seishiro Jigoku, it is the opinion of this court that you should be found guilty. But without a... I mean, everybody has a right to a fair trial. what is it? Habeas corpus or something like that. That doesn't make sense. And may I remind all those present of the strict confidentiality demanded by this closed court. He is a totalitarian evil judge. Due process, indeed, due process. That's not right. Moments ago, Mr. Jigoku signed a written confession admitting to the murder of Inspector Gregson and the subsequent conveyance of the body. In short, the defendant's innocence has therefore been established beyond doubt. Oh, wonderful. Well done, Mr. Naruhodo. Yay! Baroque is innocent. I'm so happy. Yes, thank you, I guess. Is something wrong? I'm just a little troubled. Yes, I am too. Baroque sucks. No, I mean, just by who the Reaper is, I mean. By his silence. The true identity of the Reaper of the Bailey and this extraordinary assassin exchange. We do remain in the dark about these mysteries. However, insofar as the indictment brought against the defendant in this trial, we have reached a conclusion. I have every intention of pursuing both mysteries. As a prosecutor. As you wish. Now, for the formal adjudication. I hereby declare the defendant, Baroque Van... Oh! A plot twist? The prosecution calls for adjudication to be deferred? Counsel? The accused's innocence hasn't been fully established at all. And therefore, it would be wrong to deliver a verdict at this time. That is the Oh, you know what? Kazuma can go back on here. Cause, yes, let's keep prosecuting Baroque. Let's keep prosecuting Baroque. Yeah. That is the prosecution's unwavering position. Well, what? How upsetting. But Judge Jigoku has already confessed. Nevertheless, Baroque Venzigs has committed crimes for which he must be punished. Yeah, I agree. Well, it would appear you have information that the court needs to hear, Prosecutor Asogi. Certainly. The murder of Inspector Gregson was actually carried out by Seishiro Jigoku. But it's clear from the witness's testimony that he was coerced into complying with the plot. Into this sick, merciless assassin exchange. That may be true, but... So what I want to know is, who coerced Jigoku? Who was pulling the strings? Who indeed? The victim went to France, having been ordered on a mission for I was thinking, this is too soon for this game to be over. It needs more twists and turns than this. Because this last case has already had so many twists and turns. The victim went to France, having been ordered on a mission for the Reaper, only to be murdered. In other words, I feel like there's a little bit of a conflict of interest though, given that Kazuma himself was hired as an assassin. Like, should he really be the person prosecuting? It doesn't really make sense, does it? More twists coming. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. In other words, the mastermind behind the assassin exchange is someone in a position to give such an order. I'm not ready for this to be over yet, y'all. I'm not ready. It's too soon. It's only been a year. As we've already established, the Reaper himself. Well, certainly, that would appear to follow. The prosecution hereby formally accuses the man in the dock, Baroque van Zeeks, of being the Reaper of the Bailey. And furthermore, I'm going to prove his guilt beyond all reasonable doubt. Oh, you know what? I think maybe this is... I haven't really uploaded on YouTube at all, but maybe this is a good thumbnail moment. Oh, Kazuma! I'm so happy you're prosecuting Barack. Yay! Very good, very good. I don't know. I guess the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? What? Yeah, I'm happy he's undermining my case so I can continue playing this game. Order! The Reaper of the Bailey is a long-standing mystery, Council. Are you suggesting you have some new information with which to build a case? Scotland Yard has already investigated Lord Van Zeeks very thoroughly in that regard, and they found no evidence whatsoever to substantiate the claim that he is the Reaper. Perhaps. But circumstances have now changed. What do you mean? It's already been established that the assassin exchange was negotiated with Jigoku by the Reaper himself, which means we now have a new line of questioning by which to identify definitively the man's identity. That is the prosecution's... Oh wait, what did it say? It's already been said that the assassin exchange wasn't going... Okay. Right. That is the prosecution's intention here. I must say, I'm surprised by quite how tenaciously you appear to want to besmirch my name. Well, let's besmirch it. You are guilty of an unforgivable crime, Lord Van Zeeks. And I will bring you to justice for it. Whatever it takes. Besmirch, Kazuma besmirch, Baroque smirch, Baroque smirch van Klink. Baroque van besmirch. Doofen besmirts. That explains Kazuma's silence before. Smirchma? Van Klink? Who's Van Klink? Is Van Klink someone? Not besmirch Van Klink. That's Darcy on the case. I said Klink. This is very different. A very different thing. Please, everyone, keep breathing. Breathing is very... Okay, he'll stop at nothing to finish what Besmerge Van Klink unwittingly started 10 years ago. Alright, Strongheart. Very well. Whilst it's extremely irregular, I will on this occasion grant the prosecution further opportunity for witness testimony. The defendant will disclose any and all involvement he has had, even with the Reaper and the Assassin exchange. I thank you, my lord, for guiding the court so wisely. I hereby declare this court to be in session for a supplementary hearing. All right, let's supplementary. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Fire's back on. Oh, oh, oh. Pray, turn a blind eye to the discourtesy as I verify that this vile and unremitting accusation. That shoe is just way too big. Hasn't soured the contents of my hello chalice. This is a good image too. I like this image. Could that also be a... Wait, how do I... Such a big shoe. It's a big shoe. I'm on a roll. I'm just doing weird shit now. Ah! 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 Put myself under the boot. Huh? What's happening? Ah! Ow! Wait, maybe it's like this. If it's like this, it's like... Oh, and then... Ah! That's good too, right? Alright, enough of these shenanigans. Alright, you soured the contents of your hello chalice. Lord Van Zeeks. Oh, shoe's gone. Leg's gone. I first had to suffer the pseudonym of the Reaper 10 years ago now. And ever since that time, I've endured the weight of implied guilt that's gone with it. Oh! So I welcome the chance to testify now and crush those allegations once and for all. Good. Then let justice decide, Lord Van Zeeks. The prosecution seeks to begin building its case by calling the accused to the stand as the primary witness, in order that he may answer the accusation brought by the prosecution that he is the Reaper of the Bailey. And what says the defense? Putting the defendant in the witness stand can be extremely dangerous. And Kazuma-sama is so emotional at the moment. Yeah, you're so emotional. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are like a little emotional wreck, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. He's not thinking logically. But we are. We are thinking the logical. You're right, that he's not himself. He's just a wee little baby. But I knew it would be like this. And I came here today, determined to face him through whatever might arise. As a lawyer, and as his friend. Then that's what we must do. The defense has no objection, my lord. Excuse me. Whoopsie, I burped. Very well. Defendant, you will take the witness stand and give formal testimony on the subject of your involvement with the Reaper and the Assassin exchange. As you wish, my lord. What's going on, Queen Kenna of Stormhold? How are you doing? Hello, we welcome you to the stream. Peace and balloons to all of your... Wait, this is not balloons. This is confetti. Let's do some lasers. Lasers! Oh, higher register. Slow down, voice. Everything is good. Everything's fine. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. The Repapa and the SSSS sin exchange. I've never taken the life of another, nor have I instructed another to kill. I've been investigating the truth behind the Reaper for years, and I was aware of Gregson's involvement. Hold on. I'm gonna take a quick wee break, and there's also an ad coming in, so this is a good timing. I'll take a quick wee break, and I'll be back. I'm not drunk, just weird in the brain, so I'll be right back. I'll see you in a moment. And here I am back again on the very bottom of the screen. Hello. But let me go back to the top of the screen. There we are. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La. Okay, my voice is fine. It's fine. I'm a professional. It shall return for tomorrow. That is the plan. Van Zeeks, I've been investigating the truth behind the Reaper for years, and I was aware of Gregson's involvement. La 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 la. That's the reason why I went to Fresno Street that day, and how I came to discover the body. The point is, no common thread exists between myself, Gregson, and Dr. Wilson. Clearly, therefore, there's no reason to suspect me of being behind the assassin exchange. None whatsoever. So, you deny all accusations by the prosecution? Both that you are the Reaper of the Bailey and that you masterminded the assassin exchange? I acknowledge that the public at large believe me to be the Reaper. However, that's all a fallacy which I alone am in a position to forswear. Naturally, the prosecution believes the testimony just given by the accused to be untrue. Assassin exchange. Sassy assassins. They're sassy assassins is what they are. So sassy. Wait, I put the chair down. Now it's too low. I don't like it. It's too low. Ah, shit. I pressed a button. Oopsie. Get back up, chair. Oh, what's happening? My expensive chair stuck? Oh, no. Is it working? What's happening? Oh, it is up. It's coming up. Oh, now it's too high. Okay. Figuring it out. Okay. I'll press the button. Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Yeah, that's me. Yes, hello. What can I do for you? Let me ask you, why are you here? What really brings you to this courtroom? Why you ask? I mean, like, why is any of us here? Why do we exist? I don't know, like, when a man and a woman, like, they want to have a baby, and then I came out, now I'm here. I think, isn't that how it works? No, actually, let me change my statement. Forget what I said. I misunderstood. Clearly you asked a much more specific question. I'm here because of a desire to uncover the truth. The truth. Mark, are you sure you aren't drunk? I'm 100% sure because I have not had any alcohol. I think I'm just in a sort of continuous tired phase of my life. A silly, goofy mood. That's right. even if the truth proves your client to be guilty. I did have a, what is it called? Lemsip. I had a Lemsip that has paracetamol in it. So technically I have taken a drug, a paracetamol drug. But other than that, no, nothing. From all my experiences in this courtroom, I've come to realize something. The truth can't be hidden. Sooner or later, it will come out. All your secrets shall be revealed. You know who I'm talking about. I don't know, but if you have secrets, now you're like, oh shit, is it gonna come out? Haha, haha, and that's how they get you. Just confess. So it's always my intention to work with my client in pursuit of the truth. The truth! I want you to remember what you just said. Say my name, say my name. Enough dilatory chatter. Counsel for the defense, proceed to cross-examine the witness. Okay, I'll cross-examine. Ah, yes, my lord. I know exactly what you're thinking, Kazuma. I know you're just waiting to point it out. The contradiction, you're convinced, lies somewhere within this man's testimony. All right, then. How much partying did me and Sai end up doing? No partying. We just had some food. Because all we did during the which reminds me, maybe I should get a snack. I feel like having a snack. Hold on, I'll be back. I'm gonna get a snack because I'm suddenly hungry. 1 minute. Oh, hello, I'm back. Oh, it is quiet, isn't it? I should actually remember to, if it's a moment that's quiet, that I maybe put on some music or something. It's just complete silence. Anyway, I was just eating some prawn crackers. All right. Well, that's investigate. Oh, see, I could have just pressed a button and then we could have had some background music. I've never taken the life of another, nor have I instructed another to kill. We don't know that. Maybe he has. Let's press him on that. So you're not what the general public refers to as the infamous Reaper of the Bailey. Exactly. Don't imagine for a moment that the court will be satisfied with a one-word answer on this. I realize that. If you're intending to comment on every sentence, this could take a while, Kazuma. Yeah, just chill, Kazuma. Didn't you find it disturbing, though? That one by one, defendants who'd been acquitted after your unsuccessful prosecution were killed? Let me answer that question. Let me answer that question by posing another. If, one by one, defendants who'd been acquitted after your successful defense were killed. If one by one, defendants who'd been acquitted after your successful defense were killed. Would you find that disturbing? Well, yes. Disturbing? I couldn't possibly say how that would make me feel with a one-word answer like that. Exactly. Well, that told me. But even though I'm not the Reaper, that doesn't mean I ignored all the hearsay. Okay. I've been investigating the truth behind the Reaper for years, and I was aware of Gregson's involvement. You say, for years? How long exactly? Since the very first time the Reaper's influence was felt in this courtroom. 10 years ago now. And your investigations led you somehow to Inspector Gregson, you're saying? I didn't want to believe it. He was a personal acquaintance, We'd worked on cases together in the past. A friend, even. Oh, what's going on, stranded girl? Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? A friend, even. And thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. It felt like a betrayal, but I demanded permission to search his office at the yard without his knowledge. Which is when you found his secret notebook, is it? Mark said it's possible that Kazuma committed Gregson's murder. I don't know what you mean. What do you mean, cursed worms? I don't know. It was possible. Anything is possible, right? Like, I don't know. I can't know everything. As Ryunosuke himself said, like, I can't be sure because I wasn't there. Well, I don't know what you mean. Anything's possible. It's when I first learned of the location he'd noted only as grouse and the appointment at 5 p.m. on the 31st. Though I didn't know the significance of those details at the time. Now we're at the nub of the matter. The nub of the matter, what a cute expression. As it turns out, the significance for me personally was very unfortunate. Yeah, what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What do you mean? And you have a lazy inspector. I didn't want to believe it. He was personal. We worked on cases. Felt like a bit. I demanded permission to search yourself, which is when you found a secret notebook. Okay. Okay. That's the reason why I went to Fresno Street that day and how I came to discover the body. Okay. But why did you go to that specific location? I thought that if it was the Reaper's headquarters, then by turning up there at 5 o'clock I would catch whoever was involved red-handed. Sadly, all that was awaiting me was the inspector's corpse. Yes. Even though it wasn't designed for you, you walked straight into the trap set by Jigoku. Exactly. Jigoku had intended to implicate Huge Bone, but unhappily for me, I arrived at the scene first. Ridiculously careless blunder. Moved on to just throwing insults around, I see then Kazuma. Come on, Kazuma, you can do better than that. Think what you will. It doesn't change the truth. The point is, no common thread exists between myself, Gregson, and Dr. Wilson.
Hold it!
There is a link between you and Gregson, though. Of course, we were close acquaintances. We'd worked on numerous cases together. I considered the man to be a mentor of sorts. A mentor? He's a bit silly, isn't he? He taught me a number of important lessons. He did? Such as what? I feel like it's going silent because Barocca's gonna do a dance now. What do you think? Do you think he's gonna do a dance now? He's gonna be like, well, there once was a guy named Toby, and he told me such things. He said that I would, I don't know. And then he goes like, and once was a name named Toby, and he taught me important things about life, like eating fish and chips every day. La 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 la. Where to buy? Oh my! I have all the knowledge. I have. I need to buy a lottery ticket or something. I'm gonna buy a lottery ticket right now. I've never bought. I'm gonna buy a lottery ticket. How to play the national lottery? Hold on. Wait, can I do that? I just want to buy a lottery ticket. How do I buy a lottery ticket? The Euro Millions. I'm going to play the Euro Millions on Tuesday. Lucky I've been wanting to do that anyway, so I can buy a house. How do I do that? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Lucky dip. And I'll play that. Wait, I have a new player. Open an account. Everybody, though, just to be clear, don't gamble. Exactly. Don't gamble. Do not gamble. Gambling is wrong and I like bad, but like the lottery, like only if you're willing to lose the name. Not lose the name. Lose the money that you're like spending, and it's just for fun. It's just a fun way to kind of just put money that you otherwise would spend on beer. You can just be like, all right, I'm gonna just, because I did a prediction, and I'm so smart. But don't gamble. Don't gamble, because gambling is bad. But for some reason, I'm just gonna do this now, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Hold on. I'll be right back with you. Hold on. I just need to do this. This is really important right now. This is important for me. I don't know why. Security question. Hold on. Yes, we can do this. Okay. Your preference. I don't want to. No, thanks. I don't want to receive any emails from you. Okay. Good. Hold on. It's what? Save. Can we just save this? Okay, continue. Your account has been created. Oh, shit. I need to enter a card number now. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. I just need to do this. This is just important right now, okay? Just don't hate me. Wait, I just need to do this. I've never played the lottery in my life. Never, ever. But me and my housemate said, hold on. Ignore me. I mean, no, don't ignore me, because obviously, this is just going to take 10 seconds. Hold on, we're almost there. And it's quiet again for some reason, because the game decided not to play music. Okay. Something went wrong. Oh, okay, shit, I have to use my debit card. Where's my debit card? Hold on. Don't worry, I'll be right back with you, and just very quickly. I have to make sure not to say my debit card number out loud, because that would be bad. That's bad. Like, one shouldn't do that. Never give anyone your details. That's bad. One shouldn't do that. Don't do what I'm doing right now. It's really bad. I should not be allowed to do anything. Here, 20. Okay. That's it. Okay, now I have to complete the verification. Why is this so complicated? I know it should be complicated. It's good because gamble responsibly, or rather don't gamble at all, because it's bad. It's bad, and you shouldn't do it. So don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Except for me, because I've just predicted the future, and that's why we're doing this. That's the only reason. Draws Tuesday and Friday. Your first. How many weeks? 1. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Right. Okay. View ticket. Okay. We're done. Okay, we're back. Okay. So Don't worry. If I win the Euro Millions, I I don't condone what I was just doing, but so if I win, I don't know. Isn't it a thing that like you're supposed to keep it a secret because otherwise everybody knows you're like a millionaire, and then everybody wants a piece, and you have to keep it to yourself. I don't know what I would do. It would all be very confusing. I don't know what I would do with all this money. I would probably continue doing what I'm doing with my life. Maybe I would create a fund. What would I create a fund for? Short films or something like that? I don't know. Lots of different things that are possible. Anyway. This was sick though. That I predicted this. Best brain ever. No, guys, I totally didn't win. I swear. This Rolex. I wouldn't even buy a Rolex. I wouldn't know what to do with that. Anyway, well, that was convincing. Dr. Wilson was a coroner, of course, but that was some time in the past. Nothing happened. You didn't see what just happened. These are not the droids you're looking for. And in any case, I understand it was several years ago now that he was invited to work at a Japanese university. That's right. He was a visiting professor at the Imperial Yume University in Tokyo. It should be unambiguously clear then that no link exists between myself and him. Wait, what did they just say? Okay. Doctor wasn't coming, but there was some time in the past. And in any case, and it was several years now that he was invited to work. That's right. Okay, fine. No, we don't know that. Maybe there is a link. We don't know. There might be a link. In other words, I had no motive for sending some assassin across the oceans to kill the man. It sounds plausible enough, and I want to believe it. But something about this just doesn't quite sit right with me. Clearly, therefore, there's no reason to suspect me of being behind the assassin exchange.
Hold it!
He builds a compelling argument. Certainly, as it stands, there's no evidence to suggest that you concocted the scheme.
Objection!
None. Objection. But as it stands, we have only the accused's insistence of his innocence. Yeah, I don't know if that's enough. Sorry? Perhaps there's some reason that would explain why he masterminded the assassin exchange. And if a reason could be established later in these proceedings, then the accused's claim in this testimony that he wasn't involved would amount to perjury. We need to review it. What are we reviewing? What's happening? What? What's going on? Never mind. Maybe it's not that. Was it a message to me? Did I do something wrong? Oh shit! Hold on. What's happened? So, wait. Did I actually wave my card? I didn't do that, right? I hit my card, right? Was it actually visible? Oh my god. That would be bad. I'm gonna have to look back on that. Oh, shit. I thought it was off camera. Oh my god, that is really bad. Okay. What was the timing on that? I'm gonna have to review that then. Oh my god. Could we think the edges? The edges. Okay. I'm gonna look back at everything. Maybe unpublish the VOD for now. Okay. That's how you, wait, how do I maybe can I no, hold on. I'm just after we finish, I'm just gonna maybe then hide it or something. And then I'll just go back and look at it. Whoopsie. I thought I had it just down here. Oh, damn. That's embarrassing. Yeah, that's taken quite the turn indeed, hasn't it? Ay. Yes, thank you. Thank you for that, Elsie. Whoopsie. We'll be fine. I'm sure everything will be fine. Okay. Well, yes, it's true, but yes, always worth being safer than sorry. You are very true. You're very right. I will review every second of those times and make sure that I didn't. Okay, let's move on. Clearly, Kazuma-sama intends to identify a reason and use it to make his case. So if we don't identify something first, he'll gain the advantage. This could be dangerous. Wait, what? And if a reason could be separate, huh? Hold on. Certainly as it stands, there's no evidence that you concocted the scheme. But as it stands, we have only the accused's innocence of his innocent. Okay. Intends to identify a reason to so we don't know, he'll gain the advantage. Okay. This could be very dangerous. No, don't be sorry for the panic. I think I very much appreciate that you pointed that out. I do think it was off camera, and if I did, then maybe it was the backside of it or something. But yes, you're all very right. Better to be safe than sorry when it comes to those things. It is very likely fine. I agree. I thought I had it like mostly down here or something, but maybe I did I actually lift it up like this, or was it literally just sort of the corner of it? Now this is a different card, so don't worry about it. But like, was it like here or something? Or maybe it was like here or something. Is that what it was? Don't worry, this is not a card that is in any way. This is just this is my charging card. And there's not even my code name on there or something. Like, this is not, see, this is just empowering. This is a electric car charging card. Empowering your transition to electric mobility. And I have my username hidden, so it's fine. Was it like this or something? La 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 la. Did I have it up here? Okay, I'll have to double check it to be sure. Anyway, a convincing testimony by Lord Van Zeeks. Don't do it. It was just the tip. Suddenly, with no apparent connection between the three men, there's no way to establish a motive. What is it, this card? Was it this card? The testimony seems unassailable as far as I can see. Nothing is unassailable. Oh, dear me. What a bleak expression. I agree, there doesn't appear to be any particular link between them, at first glance. Wait, what's happened? Wait, what? Delete clip? What's going on? What's happening? What? Did you clip the moment? Hang off my street. Hey, y'all, don't joke about this shit now. Wait, is the VOD active as you're broadcasting? I don't. Can people watch the? Is that? I don't understand. How? What, the VOD is up as? How do I do that? Do I press unpublish? Are you sure you want to unpublish? If I unpublish, can I later publish it again? Can I Publish a VOD after unpublishing on Twitch. Hides it from your channel but does not delete it from your account, allowing you to republish it later. Okay, then maybe I'll do that. I press unpublish. Yes. Okay, so it's unpublished. Okay, it's hidden now. Okay. Okay. Today's been crazy, y'all. I'm not even drunk, guys. I swear. I haven't had anything to drink. Everything's fine. And that's why you don't gamble, kids. This has all been an elaborate plan. Today's sponsor is Gamble Aware. Anyway, but with the inclusion of one other person, I must be overthinking it, surely. Another person, Mr. Naruhodo? I need to think back over all the information we've gleaned so far. Alright, and I'll review my notes about the case and all the evidence in the court record. Could it be that Lord Van Zieks has something to hide after all? I clipped the song, that's it. I didn't want there to be a permanent link to the stream. Oh no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm sure the clip you clipped is fine. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. I'm sure everything is fine. I'm sure everything is fine, everyone. All right. So what do we even have? I've been investigating the truth behind the Reaper for years, and I was aware of Gregson's involvement. That's the reason why I went to Fresno City then, how I came to discover the body. The point is no common thread exists between myself, Gregson, and Dr. Wilson. Clearly, therefore, there's no... Okay, I feel like I'm gonna have to present on this and find a thread that connects them. Myself, Gregson, and Dr. Wilson. Oh, I bet it's... Wilson. Isn't Gregson in here as well? Obviously. Clearly. So easy, yo. Easy.
Objection.
There's the link. Silly. Silly. So easy, man. So easy. This was too easy. What's this? An autopsy report? Wait. This is 10 years old. From the autopsy of Lord Clint Van Zieks. What? My brother's autopsy report. I'm pleased to see the defense doesn't intend to run from the undeniable truth. Hold on. Order in court. What reason do you have for presenting a 10-year-old autopsy report to your counsel? This, the autopsy report of the professor's final victim, is an indelible link between Inspector Gregson, Dr. Wilson, and the defendant. Not that accursed name again. Professor. I personally researched all of the court records relating to that case. I know that, at the time, autopsy was considered sacrilege to the victims' souls. And for a member of the aristocracy like Lord Clint Van Zieks, it was unthinkable. But someone implored the powers that be to allow the autopsy to go ahead. Inspector Gregson. He declared that he was certain he would obtain conclusive proof from the procedure. And it was Dr. Wilson who conducted the autopsy. His signature is clearly visible on the document. As promised by Gregson, the autopsy did indeed produce evidence. Evidence that conclusively proved Genshin Asogi was guilty of the murders. In my brother's dying moments, he mustered all his remaining strength to leave that vital clue behind. Wait, what? Indeed, that was the key to indicting the professor for his crimes and the conclusive evidence that convicted him. It enabled Lord Van Zieg's to avenge his brother's senseless death with a marvelous victory in court. A marvelous victory, was it? I wonder if that's really true. What? Could the same be said if it turned out that the key piece of evidence in question was, in fact, fabricated? If the inspector, the coroner, and the prosecutor all colluded together to cast an innocent Japanese man as a mass murderer and sent him to his death? Wait, what? Whoa, that's outrageous. See, Kazuma's dad was innocent after all. I think, I kind of saw that also coming. And now 10 years later, for some reason, the secret has been threatened and it needs protecting. I need to pee. I need to pee again. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. See back. It's welcome back. I'm back. Which is why the inspector and the coroner had to be silenced, isn't it? By someone in power in Japan and in Britain, using the two killers recruited for the assassin exchange. Damn. Yeah, I was really too early to think that this was gonna be over. Order. Order at once. 10 years ago, my father was convicted in this very courtroom as a mass murderer to be sentenced to death. But it was all a sham. And I swore to myself that I'd prove it. Which is why I had to come to Britain, whatever the cost. You'll have to forgive me if I feel compelled to toast this vengeful Nipponese's tenacity of purpose here. However, he who fails to quash his emotions in the courtroom has failed as a lawyer. Come on, Kazuma. You know this won't wash. What if it's true? You're claiming your father was misrepresented in a trial that took place a whole decade ago. You must see that without evidence that's nothing more than a wild accusation. As it happens, I have evidence. What? Damn. As the court has heard, I crossed the channel to France with Gregson on the 31st. I went with him on the pretext of being the assassin recruited to kill Seishiro Jigoku. But my true intentions were to make the inspector tell me the truth. What truth? The truth about the evidence. And he acknowledged what I'd already deducted. There's a closely guarded secret about what went on in the autopsy 10 years ago. What? Secret? I know nothing of any secret. While we waited for my supposed Mark in Jigoku's cabin, I drew my clan's illustrious sword, Karuma, before the inspector's eyes. Who is this Mark? And what does he have to do with anything? This Mark. This Mark. Mark. He very quickly understood what my true motive was. Right. Oh, I see. You that Asogi's young lad, are you?
And what? You gonna cut me down with that thing? Is that it? That will very much depend on the answers you give to my questions. I want to know what really happened 10 years ago. The truth. That's all. Before we get into it, let me make one thing clear. I still believe your father was the professor. There's no doubt in my mind. But unfortunately back then, we didn't have the evidence we needed to make the crime stick. So, you admit it then? The evidence used in my father's trial was fabricated. Oh no. Is somebody being advertised gambling? Whoa.
Oh dear.
It was for the good. Don't gamble, everyone. Don't gamble. See the terrible things? The terrible things happening when people try to gamble. It was for the good of the country. Anyway, I was just following orders. Orders? What exactly did you do? Speak. I'm not saying another word. Even if your life depends on it? That's right. Even then.
Holy shit. Okay, so then he attacked his suitcase or what? So that's when the tip of the sword broke.
Oh, Kazuma-sama.
If the results of Clint Van Zeek's autopsy were fabricated, then the investigating officer, Gregson, and the lead coroner, Wilson, must have known about it. And they can only have been ordered to pervert the course of justice in that way by one man. The man leading the case for the prosecution, Barack Van Zeeks. In other words, the defendant did have cause to organize this exchange of assassins. Exactly. And as was established earlier, it has to have been the Reaper himself who liaised with Jigoku in Japan to arrange the exchange. So it follows that the Reaper's true identity can only be that of the man who stands accused in this courtroom today, Barack Van Zeeks.
Objection!
Kazuma Asogi. What? What you've just told the court. Are you absolutely certain of your facts? Did Gregson really fabricate evidence for that trial 10 years ago? I heard it with my own ears. His shameful admission. In that case, I know the name of the Reaper. What? What? It's Strongheart, isn't it? Lord Van Zeeks. I gave no such orders. I know that for certain. Which narrows down the remaining possibilities to one. If Lord Van Zeeks isn't the one behind all this, then yes, there is only one other person who could have done something like that. I believe I know who it is too. You? I just had a feeling this name was going to come up. The true identity of the infamous Reaper of the Bailey. What I've suspected for so long, and which is why I will win the lottery, because I know everything in advance. Where is he? I don't know where he is. Where is he? I don't know where he is. This old fart. Of course, it's Eugene Mikotoba. No, it's Iris Wilson. No, I mean, it's Herlock Sholmes. No, actually, it's Susato Mikotoba. No, it's Peppino. This is it. It's Peppino De Rossi. No, actually, it's Maria Gori. No, wait, hold on. It's this one. Fabian Orosso. No, actually, it's this sandwich person. Or Venus? No, is it Gossip? I mean, Huge Bone? Kazuma Asogi? Of course it is. Tobias Gregson? No, it's Daily Vigil. No, we all know. It's the one and only.
Take that!
Male Stronghard. The only person who could have arranged the assassin exchange and manipulated the autopsy result. Kazuma is 24, that's crazy. He should be in the club. It's a rite of passage to make this joke when you present this. What? Which joke? I was gonna... Oh, should I have presented someone else just to get like fun dialogue? Too late. I hid is the Lord Chief Justice himself. Lord Mayor Strongheart, or however you pronounce his name. Male, probably, because he's male. What? Lord Strongheart? Fire of Resolve, you've got to go. Don't worry, I'll see you next time. I don't know, are we going to finish this one now? I don't really know. I feel like we still need to... Maybe... No, I think we're really getting to it now, aren't we? Yes. It's true that 10 years ago, the defendant handled the prosecution of the professor in court. But he only took over the case after his brother, Lord Van Zieks, had been killed. Oh, it's quite a bit left. Okay, that's good. So we still have another time. No shot, we finished today, lol. Oh shit. So many twists and turns constantly, man. I can only assume that this is the most inappropriate joke in British judicial history. What about her story? Well, Lord Van Zieks, 10 years ago, I was very new to my profession, but I had a burning desire to avenge my brother's death, so I pleaded for control of the case. The investigation to that point, the supplication of the lords to allow my brother's corpse to be examined, all the evidence I was given, the autopsy reports, it all came from you. Strong fart! I've spent my life since then believing I was in your debt for the way you stood aside and let me handle the trial. But I see now. I was very much mistaken. It was a hugely influential force that caused the inspector and the coroner to break the law 10 years ago. And that same force was still felt a decade later on the other side of the world, by Seishiro Jigoku. Lord Strongheart, everything falls into place when we recognize that you are the Reaper of the Bailey. Ooh, we got a foot slam too. The court awaits your response, my lord. This may very well go down in British judicial history, but I assure you, it's no joke. Consider this a formal accusal by the defense. It doesn't warrant a response. A formal accusal? Don't be absurd. The defense's claims are utter nonsense. A wild fantasy at best. You're not going to defend yourself. You claim there was some wrongdoing with Lord Clint Van Zeek's autopsy? That's utterly untrue.
Objection.
But I heard it from Gregson's own lips. He admitted to it. And where is your evidence? What? Gregson's dead now. Unless you were thinking of summoning a ghost to the stand. You mean to say? I forget how the system works in your little backwater country. Ooh, the racism comes out. But in the courts of the British Empire, without evidence, there is no case. I have no intention of entertaining some wild fantasy that can't possibly be substantiated by anyone or anything. Arg. 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 Order. Order in court. Following Inspector Gregson's murder and in the light of Dr. Wilson's death as well, there's really no one left who could testify about the events of 10 years ago. Is there? So that was the real purpose of the assassin exchange. This court has no business raking over the coals of a case that was concluded a decade ago. The accusal brought by the prosecution and the defense is categorically denied. I take it there are no objections. Kazuma. He's more or less waited his whole life for this moment. Is there really nothing else we can do now? Is there no other avenue we can go down in pursuit of the truth about what happened all those years ago? If only there was someone who could testify about Clint Van Zeek's autopsy. Well, there's got to be someone. He's gone to extraordinary lengths to cover his tracks. Wait, who could be testifying? Autopsy. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong autopsy. Hold on, the old. What does it say? Who's on there? Clint Van Zeek's, John H. Wilson. Vital evidence recovered from the stomach during autopsy. Credit to Inspector Gerson for petitioning so doggedly for the autopsy. No internal trauma noted anywhere in the body. Well, it says right here, Professor Mikotoba actually penned the report. So it's Mikotoba. He's gone to extraordinary lengths to cover his tracks, even so far as dispatching an assassin all the way to Japan to ensure Dr. Wilson's silence, and Dr. Scythe won't say anything against Strongheart. But there's still one ray of hope.
Objection.
What's up, Moksa? Eugene Mikotoba is indeed stepping up. Actually, there is one person. One person who could still testify about that autopsy. Don't be ridiculous. There's no one left. Who, Ryunosuke? Who? Tell me. Kazuma. Aye. Please. This trial can't end. Not yet. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing it for the truth. The person the defense would like to call to the stand to testify about the autopsy of Lord Clint Van Zeek's is Eugene Mikotoba. Heaven help us. Another Japanese. Oh wow, he's becoming more and more racist by the minute, is he? An expert in forensic medicine, my lord. Professor Eugene Mikotoba. 16 years ago, he came to London with Seishiro Jigoku in Genshin Asogi as a visiting student. And what could his testimony possibly tell us? Professor Mikotoba was the primary assistant during the autopsy in question. He was also the person who actually penned the report. Incorrect. The autopsy was carried out by the coroner, Dr. Wilson. The report carries his signature. It was the primary assistant's duty to keep a written record of the coroner's work during the procedure. In actual fact, the coroner merely read over the report at the end and signed it. In other words, Professor Mikotoba witnessed the entire autopsy from start to finish. The defense demands that Professor Mikotoba be summoned as a witness as a matter of urgency. Whatever really happened in that autopsy laboratory 10 years ago is something only he can tell us. The defense's demand is denied. What? But Professor Mikotoba is in London at this very moment. We could summon him to the stand in minutes. No. Of course he's not going to agree to it. Strongheart has no intention of summoning anyone who knows. Well, I mean, clearly he can't be the judge anymore if we're accusing him. That doesn't really make any sense, does it? He's too concerned about protecting himself. Prosecutor Asogi, let me refresh your memory, as you seem to have forgotten the prosecution's stance. 20 minutes ago, you accused the defendant of being the Reaper and of masterminding the assassin exchange. I did, yes. So present your evidence for those claims and make your case complete. At this time, I don't have the requisite evidence, but that's exactly why we need witness testimony. The professor case is closed. There are no clues in the distant past that will bolster your argument today. I'm afraid to say, Prosecutor Asogi, that you would appear to be possessed by the spirit of your late homicidal father. Wow, that's rude. Now, as I stated earlier, this court has already reached a conclusion with respect to the matter at hand. Inspector Gregson was murdered by Japanese Supreme Court Judge Seishiro Jigoku. As for any hidden circumstances... All right, now. No killing of anybody here. We believe in the court of law, okay? So even if Strongheart was guilty, there's no killing of Strongheart. Did I make myself clear? Because everybody has a right to a fair trial. Are we clear on this? I do not believe in revenge by murder or killing. I believe in the court of law. And that counts for everyone, fictional or real. You've been put in your place. Okay? Got it. That's what a lawyer says. As for any hidden circumstance that may exist, they will be investigated in due course by the proper authorities.
Objection.
But you all know what will happen. But I appreciate the passion with which we dislike Strongheart, clearly. That'll just give the mastermind, and also I'm not a believer in capital punishment, as much as we think that you know, I just don't like it. That'll just give the mastermind the whole venture. Wait, what? The cover is tracked. By which you mean me? Me? Yes, I mean you. Your punishment for this contemptible behavior will be decided at a later date. As for you, Prosecutor Asogi, you will be remanded following these proceedings. Willingly, I trust, since you gave your word. Arg. This futile game of revenge is over, young Master Asogi. Grrr. Ooh ah, ooh arg, ooh arg. That will be all. I hereby...
Oh, I knew it! And in his beautiful outfit, no less.
Mr. Sholmes. This is no place for amateur detection, Mr. Sholmes. May I remind you that these proceedings are closed to the general public. You will leave the courtroom at once, or I will hurt you with my unicorn.
Objection.
Mr. Sholmes was instrumental in the apprehension of Seishiro Jigoku before he fled from Europe. The court should hear what he has to say. Lord Mayor Strongheart, it's imperative that you refrain from bringing this trial to an end at this stage. Is it really? And why would that be? You need only recall your own words from the opening of the trial to answer that question, if I may. We will stop at nothing to uncover the whole truth behind these disturbing findings. Surely it can't be that the shock of being accused of being the Reaper yourself has erased that from your memory, can it? Ooh, gosh, that's terrifying. Maybe that could also be a good. Maybe I can't decide which one is the best. What is the best thing for a thumbnail? This one is also pretty terrifying, isn't it? I don't know. Whatever. Many thumbnail options. The whole truth, sir, has already been uncovered. I don't know if Strongheart has gotten a thumbnail yet. Maybe. I think he has at some point. It would seem that we have a great many important members of the judiciary present here today. I put it to you, my dear fellows. Should the trial end at this juncture? After all, why have you been invited to attend? To nod along to the prevarications of your superiors? Ooh. Order in court. It seems to me that we stand before a door that leads to a new era of legal practices. A door that is ajar. I think it's Marshall K. No, stop. We have to move on from that. From that idiocy. I'm gonna go back and look at it, and I really hope that there isn't anything visible. I'm very embarrassed about that. Let us emerge from the shadows of the Reaper's decade-long ascendancy. It's fine. Everything's fine. For you and you alone, my dear fellows, have the power to push this door open now. The auditors in the gallery have no rights to express an opinion on court proceedings. Silence! He's right. The judge has absolute authority here. Yes, if he calls the trial to an end, it must end. But will that really do? I sense dark things occurring behind the scenes. Dark things indeed. Is there a single person here present who can... What? What's... The trial should go on. Summon the witness. That's right. We need to clear this up before that young Japanese fellow is remanded in custody. Wow. All these faceless people. My lord, you are sure... What? Vindicate yourself of this outlandish accusation. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. That's the very foundation of British law. A toast to my dependable colleagues in the gallery. Testify! 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 Well, my lord, you hear the voice of British justice, I take it. I think you'll find it will be rather awkward. It will be rather awkward to silence.
Aha! Aha! Testify! Testify! Mm-hmm.
The court will recess briefly.
Huh?
I have no intention of shrinking from these allegations. Bailiff, arrange for the subpoena of the witness at once. As soon as the gentleman arrives at the courthouse, we shall reconvene. A recess won't be necessary, my lord. Pardon? Mikotoba is a close friend of mine. He accompanied me today and is waiting in the antechamber as we speak. I do believe he's been enjoying a little trip down memory lane, in fact. What? Professor Mikotoba is here in the courthouse? Mr. Sholmes, you didn't know this would happen, did you? My dear fellow, no one is in a better position to answer that question than you, surely. I wasn't just asking for the fun of it, you know? Well, I must thank you for your assistance in this matter, Mr. Sholmes. However, you are of no further use here. Kindly leave the courtroom at once. But of course, in truth, I find myself rather busy now as a result of these developments. Mr. Naruhodo. Yes. I trust you have Iris's little lucky charm with you. Absolutely. It's still in me pockets. She sends her regards and a reminder. If you find yourself at a dead end, the ears are at your disposal. Just one tug, if you please. Oh, of course. In that case, the trial will continue without delay. Bailiff, show the witness to the stand. So, it's Lord Strongheart. He's the Reaper of the Bailey. Where exactly is this trial going to take me, I wonder? Just how deep am I about to be plunged into the blackness of the abyss? Well, I'm ready. I'm ready to head into the heart of this maelstrom and confront whatever horrors it tries to drown me under. Maelstrom.
All right. To be continued. Look at that. This is an amazing cliffhanger, I would say. This is exactly the cliffhanger I was waiting for, and I think this is what it's going to be. How exciting, everyone. What an exciting stream where nothing weird happened, nothing that could ruin me financially. So, like, it's all fine. It's all fine, right? Right? Dear. And my voice warmed up a little bit as we were going on. So I think I'm going to be okay. I've got quite an audition tomorrow, I think. So I need to be in decent shape for it. It's very likely fine. Don't worry. I did keep everything like down here, I thought, but I think, yeah, maybe it just sort of like this. I guess this was just a little wider than I thought. Don't worry. Again, this is not the credit card. Okay, no, nothing important on here. But maybe just to be like extra sure. Like, see, I'm just gonna hold my words. It must have been just, yeah. This is just a wider lens than I thought, isn't it? So I'm gonna check on it and make sure and everything. But you rewind the stream. I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna check if I it was only the corner. I'm sure. Oh, thanks for the bits, Aim. We're getting so close to the. I can't believe there's so many twists and turns. It's just madness. It's just absolute madness. Let's return to the courtroom. So, it's been break a leg. What do you say to VAs? I don't know. You can still break a leg. Oh, thanks for the bits, Moondrop. I appreciate that. It's gonna be an exciting journey. Still, so many twists and turns on this one. It's absolute madness. It's absolute madness. I thought we were like already kind of at the end, and then I guess there's still more twists and turns. So I'm very excited to see where it goes. More to come. You're very welcome. I'm very happy to be streaming. Is there should we do a raid or something? We haven't done a raid in a while of anyone playing Great Ace Attorney. Should we see if anybody's playing Ace Attorney or Great Ace Attorney or something? Major, hold on, who's is it? Wait. Oh shit! Somebody is playing Ace Attorney and is, I think, much further ahead than me. So I'm not gonna do that because that would be bad. that would be bad. We don't want that. We don't want spoilers. Maybe is somebody doing Ace Attorney in general? Let me have a look. See. Or if y'all have a suggestion of someone to yeah, don't spoil myself for the end of the game. That'd be silly. That'd be very silly. Never mind. We'll raid another time. We leave it for today. And I'm just gonna go and get a little bit of food. I was wondering, one time in a live, you said it would be fun to check the drawings people send Discord. Do I still want to do it? Yeah, for sure. I like, we can maybe I'll do another one maybe for my streamiversary or something, or for the final stream. We can do that again. Maybe that'd be fun. I think that's a fun idea. Maybe they will coincide both with each other. Maybe my streamiversary will be the same as the final stream of this game. We'll see. But yeah, I'll think about something what to do. And because it's Halloween, maybe I'll even think about dressing up as something. Although I'm always so lazy with that stuff and bad. But I'll think about something. But in the meantime, then, wouldn't that be poetic? It would be very poetic, wouldn't it be? If it was exactly 12 months. No need to rush. Definitely better enjoy it while taking your time. It is indeed, isn't it? I could probably, like, if I just had some stuff that would look like Mikotoba, that's probably the closest, isn't it? I just have to shave my chin and let this grow a little bit, and then there you go. I'm Mikotobantastic already. And a little bit of white in the hair, something like that, right? Oh, it's also poetic because Gregson's murder happened on the 31st of October. Oh my god. Gregson's ghost! Oh my god, those are all great ideas. And I'll bring some fish and chips, maybe. You don't have a gakuran? I don't know what a gakuran is. What's a gakuran? Gotta dress up as fish and chips. Could do that too. I don't know. What's a gakuran? Gakuran Saiban? What's a gakuran? Gakuran? Oh, as in, like, I didn't go to school in Japan, so I don't have a Japanese school uniform. I'm afraid. My dad probably has one, but in Japan, probably. So I'm afraid I don't have one. It is what Ryu wears, isn't it? You're cosplaying at home and on Halloween. Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds nice. Well, we're gonna have also my housemate. His birthday is beginning of November, so we're gonna have a birthday party on the 1st of November in our house. And that's gonna be a spooky Halloween party. So I need to think about something for that anyway. So maybe I'll just think about that before, and then I'll have to have the costume for 2 days. So maybe that's the plan. All right. Anyway, I'm going to be off. I'm going to have a little bit of food, and I hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening. And we're going to make it to the end of this game very soon. So thank you all, and I'm going to go and rest my voice, and I see you all very soon. Take care. Peace out. Bye.